Hello. So this is our last day of our 30-day challenge in September. So we're just going to do a full body yoga flow. So come down to start in a nice, easy seated position, crossing one leg in front of the other, just removing the flesh from underneath the sitting bones. Bring the shoulders up to the ears and then relax them down a couple of times. And then place the hands down onto the thighs, backs of the hands down so the palms are facing up, closing off the eyes, lifting up through the body, but still finding a little bit of softness through the face, the forehead, shoulders, relaxing into the hips, and just connecting with your breath. And then start to take the chin down towards the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. And then we'll take a circle with the neck. So taking the chin over towards the right, lifting it up towards the sky, over towards the left, and then back down. So some nice easy circles with the neck, the head, taking a couple in one direction and then circle back in the other direction. Bringing the head back in towards the chin, and then lift the chin, opening up the eyes, keeping the shoulders facing forwards. Just turn to the right and then come back to center. Turn the gaze, the chin over to the left and then back to center, and then reach the arms up to the sky, interlace the fingers, join the hands together and point the index fingers up to the sky, and just release the neck back so you're opening the throat. Bring the head back to center, then take a little side stretch over to the right and then to the left. We'll repeat that, over to the right and then over to the left. And then coming back to center, take the arms out to shoulder height, round out the back, drawing the navel in towards the spine, separating the shoulder blades. And then lifting back up, release the hands, take the hands behind the back, interlace again, and then send the heart forwards, opening across the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Release the hands and just release the feet or change the cross of the leg so the other leg is in front. Hands down by the sides of the hips, and then drop the right hand down to the mat. Reach the left arm up and over. Bit of a deeper side stretch. You can always move the right hand a little bit further away, maybe releasing the forearm down to the mat. And then lifting back to center, placing the left hand onto the right knee, right hand behind. Lengthen as you inhale and twist as you exhale. Turning the body back to center, and as you do so, crossing the right arm over the left, bringing the arms high up and then bending at the elbows, bringing the backs of the hands or the palms together into eagle arms. Inhale, and then as you exhale, just folding forwards. Inhale to lift back up. Release the hands, take the hands back down by the sides, and then this time keeping the left hand down, reaching the right arm up, and side stretch over to the left. Again, you might want to take the left hand a little bit further away or release the forearm down to the mat. And then lifting back to center, placing the right hand onto the left knee, left hand behind, lengthening, and then starting to twist, drawing in the belly, drawing the left shoulder back. Keeping the right hand where it is as you turn back to center, and then cross the left arm on top. Bending at the elbows, coming into your eagle arms. Inhaling, and then exhaling, folding forwards. Inhaling to lift back up, release the hands, and then come forwards over the knees into an all fours position. So spreading out the hands, knees are hip distance. We'll just take some figures of 8. So circle the shoulders around the wrists and then take them hips back over the heels. So finding that figure of 8 shape, bringing a bit of movement into the spine, into the shoulders, into the hips. Going one way and then changing direction. And coming back to center. So drop the belly down towards the mat, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round out the back. Inhale into cow pose and then lifting the heels up towards the bottom. As you exhale, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, rounding out the back, maybe lifting the knees, stretching through the fronts of the feet. And then release all the way back down. Take the hips all the way back to the heels into a child's pose. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then pressing into the hands, lift up to all fours, tuck the toes under, just hover the knees a couple of inches. Starting to feel the core muscles being active, and then pressing through the hands, send the hips high. You can keep the knees bent or you can straighten the backs of the legs into your downward dog. So giving the head a little bit of a shake, yes and no. Pedaling out the feet, pressing one heel down and then the other. And then coming high up onto the tiptoes. Ripple forwards into plank. And then bend the knees so they just hover off the mat. Take the hips back towards the heels. And then lengthen the backs of the legs. Come high up onto the tiptoes, this time spinning the toes over towards the left. Bend the knees, drop the hips down towards the mat into a twisted downward dog. Come back to center, spinning over to the other side with the feet still high on the tiptoes, bending the knees, dropping the hips towards the mat. Coming back to center, and then walking the feet up towards the hands at the top of the mat, keeping the feet hip distance, folding over the legs, sweep the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers, and draw the arms overhead. Breathing in and out through the nose, relaxing the head and the neck. And then release the hands. Take the hands to the shins. Lift the chest. Lengthen the spine. Draw in the belly. Shoulders draw away from the ears. And then take the hands to the hips. Press down through the feet. Come all the way up to standing. Heel toe the feet together. Bring the hands to the heart center. And then on an inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, folding forwards, take the hands to the mat. Hands to shins, lift the chest. Exhale, place the hands down. Step the feet back into high plank. Lower the knees down to the mat, untuck the toes. Bring the shoulders forwards over the wrists as you bend the elbows and lower all the way down onto the belly. Inhale, lifting up to a baby cobra. Elbows draw in towards the sides of the body, and then release the hands using the back muscles. Release the hands back down, press through the hands, lifting up to all fours, tucking the toes under, sending the hips high, downward dog. Come high up onto tiptoes, bend the knees, and then either take a hop or a step to the top of the mat. Hands to shins, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. And then root down through the feet, take the arms wide, reach them up above the head. Hook the thumbs at the top, squeeze the bottom muscles, and find a little back bend. Bring the hands back together, and then hinge from the hips, folding forwards, take the hands to the mat. Hands to shins, lift the chest. Exhale, place the hands down, stepping or hopping back into your plank position. From plank, either lower knees and onto the belly or bend the elbows into chaturanga. And then inhale, lifting up to cobra or upward dog. Take it all the way back for downward dog. From your downward dog, keeping the left foot down on the mat, sweep the right leg up to the sky. Just rotate the ankle one way and then the other. And then bend at the knee so the heel comes towards the hips. Open out the right knee to the right side. And then square off the hips. Bring the right knee into the chest as you come high onto the tiptoes. Hover here, and then step your right foot up towards the right thumb, lifting up into a high lunge. Relaxing the shoulders, pressing the left heel away, and then open out for warrior two. Reverse the front palm, reverse the warrior, reaching back, and then coming back to your warrior two. Place the right forearm onto the right thigh, and then take the left arm down towards the mat, reaching it out in front as you spin the heart towards the sky into your side angle, pressing into the outside edge of the back foot. And then press through the feet, come all the way up to standing, straightening the legs, and then turning the feet so they're parallel. Place the hands onto the hips, little back bend as you squeeze the bottom muscles, sending the hips forwards, and then lifting back up, hinging from the hips, folding forwards, taking the hands to the mat. Folding over the legs, bringing the weight forwards. And then lifting up halfway, start to walk the hands over towards the left foot. And then release the right knee down to the mat. Untuck the back toes, reach the arms up to the sky. And then bring the hands together, take them to the heart center, pressing into the hands, twisting over to the left, and then hooking the right elbow over the left thigh. Gazing over the left shoulder, top of the back foot pressing into the mat. And then release the hands either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and then send the weight forwards, lifting that back leg away from the mat, and then stepping it forwards to meet the left. Hands to the shins, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, and then take the arms wide, reach them up above the head as you inhale. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart center. So from here, keeping the right foot down on the mat, picking up the left knee, flexing the left toes, and then pressing the left foot back behind you, coming into warrior three. Start to bend into the front knee, lower the back foot down, reaching the arms up to high lunge. Open out for warrior two, and then straightening the front leg, reach the right arm out to the right side as far as you can take it, and then release the right hand down, left arm up to the sky, Trikonasana. Press through the feet, come all the way up to standing, turning the right toes into the feet are parallel, and then turn the heels in, bending the knees, coming into a goddess pose. So just joining the thumb and the first finger together, bringing the arms to a cactus shape, relaxing the shoulders, and then lifting one heel and then the other, and then maybe lifting both. Releasing the feet, straightening the arms, straightening the legs into a star position, and then turn the right foot so it's parallel with the short edge of the mat. Left toes point to the top, rebend for warrior two, and then windmill the arms either side of the front foot, spinning onto the back toes so the hips are facing forwards, and then keep the right hand down and take the left arm up to the sky. Lower the left hand down, and then step the back foot to join the front at the top of the mat. Hands to shins, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. And then bend the knees so you're sinking the hips towards the mat, reaching the arms out in front into chair pose. Press through the feet, come all the way up to standing, and then bring the hands together back to the heart center. Inhaling, reaching the arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding forwards, hands to the mat. Hands to shins, lift the chest. Exhale, hands come down, stepping or hopping back to plank, and then coming through chaturanga or knees and onto the belly, and then lifting up to upward dog or cobra, taking it back to downward dog. So this time the right foot stays where it is, the left leg sweeps up to the sky, rotate the ankle, and then bend at the knee, open the hip out to the side. Bring the left knee back to center to square off the hips, lifting onto the back heel, bringing the left knee into the chest, just hovering, and then stepping the left foot forwards, reaching the arms up to the sky into your high lunge. Open out for warrior two. Reverse the front palm, reverse the warrior. And then come back to your warrior two. Placing the left forearm onto the left thigh, taking the right arm down towards the mat and then towards the front, spinning the heart towards the sky, maybe gazing up towards the fingertips. And then pressing through the hands, lifting up to standing, straightening both legs. Turn the left toes in and then take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, open the chest, maybe find a little back bend, squeezing the glutes. And then lifting up, hinging from the hips, folding forwards, bringing the arms overhead. Release the hands down to the mat and then lift up halfway and start to walk the hands around, framing the right foot and lowering the left knee down to the mat, coming into a low lunge, reaching the arms up to the sky. Bring the hands together at the heart center and then twist over to the left, hooking the left elbow over the front thigh, taking the gaze over the right shoulder, top of the left foot pressing into the mat. And then release the hands to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, push off that front foot to lift the back leg, and step the back leg to join the front. Hands to shins, lift the chest. Exhale, fold over the legs. And then root down through the feet. Take the arms wide, reach them up above the head, and then bring the hands back to the heart center. So this time keeping the left foot down on the mat, right knee lifts, flexing the right foot. So into your stork pose, and then start to press that right foot away, coming into warrior three balance. Keep looking forwards rather than down. And then bending into the front knee, lower the back heel down, reaching up, high lunge. Open out to warrior two, and then straightening both legs, reaching the left arm out to the left side as far as you can, and then releasing down into Trikonasana. Lifting back up, warrior or straight legs, and then turn the left toes in, turn the heels in, and again sink the feet coming into goddess, but take the hands down towards the thighs. I'll turn to face you. This time dropping the left shoulder forwards, gazing over the right shoulder, and then dropping the right shoulder. Coming back to center, taking the arms out, straightening the legs, coming into that star pose, and then adjusting the feet, turning the right toes forward, bending into the right knee, warrior two. Windmill the arms either side of the front foot, spinning onto the back toes, and then taking the right arm up to the sky for a twist. Releasing the right hand down, framing the front foot, pushing off the back foot, or front foot, step the back foot to join the front. Hands to shins, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. And then bend the knees, sweep the arms forwards into your chair pose. From chair, start to lower the hips down towards the mat. You can always use the hands. And then picking the feet up, the shins are parallel with the mat, coming into Navasana. Breathing in and out. And then release the feet down to the mat. So keeping the left knee bent, straighten the right leg, and then maybe crossing the left leg over the right. Take the left hand behind, reaching the right arm up to the sky, and then twisting, crossing the right arm over the left, using that arm against the leg to help you twist a little deeper, keeping the right leg active, finding a twist to the left. Turning back to center, extend both legs, give the legs a little bit of a shake, reach the arms up to the sky as you inhale, and then exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, lifting all the way back up, bending the left knee, crossing it over the right leg. Left hand comes behind, right arm reaches up to the sky. And then twist. Sorry, we've done the same leg. This time bending the right knee, taking the right leg over the left leg, right hand comes behind, left arm reaches up to the sky, twisting over to the right and then hooking that left arm over the right leg. Finding the twist. Coming back to center, unraveling the legs, giving the legs a little bit of a shake, and then bringing the soles of the feet together into your bound angle, hands behind the edges of the feet or onto the ankles, lengthening through the spine as you inhale, exhale, folding forwards. Inhaling, lifting all the way back up, and then crossing the legs, reaching the arms up to the sky, bringing the hands back to the heart center, taking the gaze down to the fingertips, just slowing down the breath. And then rubbing the hands together, creating some warmth. Placing the palms over the eyes, inhaling. And exhale, bringing the hands back to the heart center. Thank you for joining me. Well done.